The Constitution is very clear about who gets to spend taxpayer money. Section 9 states, "No money shall be drawn from the Treasury but in consequence of appropriations made by law." In other words, Congress, who makes the law, also controls the ledgers. Now, how they're to spend that money is far less structured, and for much of American history, it's been pretty loosey-goosey. Using the process called regular order, 12 spending bills on things like agriculture or education or military moves through the House and Senate Appropriations Committees annually. This is the budget process. Tucked inside those budget bills are something called earmarks. They can take two forms, reports ThoughtCo. First, explicit hard marks found in the actual text of legislation, meaning spending provisions are legally binding. The other, more subtle form is a soft mark, found in the reports of congressional committees on legislation. And while soft marks are not legally binding, they are often treated as if they were during the legislative process. Whether hard or soft, the marks direct money to members' districts. They could set aside, for instance, millions in funding for a railway upgrade in one state, or facility improvements in a certain city. These are vital functions. Then again, as Heritage Foundation points out, the process could, and has, resulted in $50,000 for a tattoo removal program in San Luis Obispo County, or $270,000 for an effort to combat goth culture in Blue Springs, Missouri. Throughout history, these super specific earmarks often made a big difference in gaining congressional members' support for passing the larger budgets. While the earmark was officially banned in fiscal year 2011, they still slipped through in a less overt way. The Congressional Research Service explains here. The final version of spending, written by a House-Senate combined committee, usually replaces the full text of the previous bills passed by the respective chambers. Select all, delete, then copy-paste the new text. The new combo bill often contains financial prizes for pivotal members' districts. Since House rules mandate that any earmark is publicly disclosed, members can waive that requirement to avoid embarrassment. But if a budget hawk goes to the floor and objects, they can get 20 minutes of debate. Then the bill is moving along again. In the end, by hook or by crook, hard or soft, specialty earmark spending survives, just like any well-adapted creature of Washington.